Truck Show. I hope you saw my last video from the 8th Annual Gear Jammer Truck Show. One for the books. Awesome truck show. We're gonna get back to work. That's how we make our money. Let's go. Cue that music, yeah. The Boston Trucker here. Welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy it. So getting hooked up this morning, I noticed I get a pretty worn out Glad hand rubber. Pop that off, drop a new one in there. These are always a little tricky to get on. If you know a trick on how to put these things on easier, let me know in the comment section. So I had a good time at the show, met some awesome people. That's the best part of it for me. I mean, the trucks are cool, but the people, that's what makes the truck shows worth going to. Awesome, all done. All right, let's get hooked up. All right, the 880's out on the road, earning its keep. Gonna change those mud flaps though. I think Anthony's gonna put a visor and a bumper on it. But otherwise, looks damn good. Damn good. We're just about loaded with our first load. We're gonna head out. It's Monday morning, 6:30. Let's see what this week has in store for us. We made it to the pit. Nick's gonna push up Teddy's pile that I'm gonna dump. So while Nick pushes up the pile, I'll just say hello. A few last words about the Gear Jammer Truck Show. It's an awesome venue. I mean, the dragway, the food vendors, the vendors that they bring in. It's all in all just a great time. And you know, hats off to Bob and the crew. I had a great time. Spent a few hours getting the truck ready. Night before, took home some iron, and that's pretty cool. I'm not a competitive person. It's always nice to be recognized for your hard work. I also said to my wife, I spent an extra hour cleaning. She goes, oh, you usually don't take this long. I go, a lot of trucks that are gonna be there that I judged at Super Rigs, how would it look if I don't give it my all? I gotta go dump. It's waiting for me. But I always give it my all, but I give it a little extra effort. All right, get ready for me to say something controversial, but it shouldn't be. Hold on. I noticed, and I'm not saying anything negative, okay? You know, when I used to do serious truck show competing, when I was competitive, and I would go to Louisville and I'd go to Walcott and Vegas, and I'd show up 2 days before the truck show and spend every minute cleaning the truck underneath. And when it came time to show the truck, I was present, I was friendly, I was welcoming, wanted to show people the truck, talk to the people. Looking back now, that's the way you're supposed to do it. And just because you got a big ride, or you're well known, doesn't mean anything. Be welcoming, be friendly. When people say hello to you and say, hey, you got a nice truck, really appreciate that moment, because it's not going to be forever. Time will go on, things will happen, hopefully good things, but what I noticed was, here's what I noticed. When you're a judge for a truck show, the big competitors are like, yes sir, no, yes sir, let me show you what I did to my truck, sir. Oh, absolutely, oh yeah. But when you walk up on them wearing a truck stop t-shirt and they don't recognize you, sometimes they don't even give you the time of day, and it's really kind of bummed me out. I don't like fake people. That's all I'm gonna say. There are a few of them. They're at every truck show though. I mean, you go to Louisville, there's plenty of them. You go to any of those big shows, lose the attitude. You're a trucker, you got a nice rig, people want to say it, people want to tell you how nice it is. Take it all in and appreciate that moment. That's all I'm trying to say, because it ain't gonna last forever. So it's about 9:30 Monday morning. I'm on my second round here. I'm going to be on the Dave Nemo radio show this morning, Nemo Nation, on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to them. Dave Nemo is no longer on Sirius XM Road Dog. They're now on YouTube live every morning, and you can interact with them in the chats. And this will be my third appearance on the show. Now, why am I on the Dave Nemo show? It's a very good question. I don't know how that happened, but I feel like pretty sure that Dean Croak and the Grumpy Pete had his hand in it. And I'm always anxiety riddled when it's about to happen, because they don't like give you any, they don't tell you what you're going to be talking about. It's just kind of off the cuff, and it's these short little segments, which is good. I'm looking forward to that, even though I'm nervous. Why should I be nervous? But it's different when I'm just talking to you on the camera. It's going live is not my thing, but somehow I can pull it out, I guess. But I was just listening for the last half hour. Some good subjects on there, definitely. They're quick rapid fire subjects, which for people with short attention spans like myself is really great, because sometimes there are subjects that you don't have any interest in, and they go on and on and on, and then you turn the channel and you never get back there. But with short subjects, it's definitely keeps my attention. They had one guy talking about proposed tolls in Rhode Island, which they've been talking about for a while, and they just talked to another guy, Chris Rima from Project 61, about driver health and nutrition and trying to get healthier food in the truck stops, which, you know, we all definitely need, especially you road drivers. And that subject hits home with all of us, of course. You know, me, you know, I've talked about my dad's battle with weight and my struggle, and how are you doing with it now? How are you watching your weight and watching what you eat? I mean, the data and the stats are out there. So it's the same with smoking. You know it's not good for you. Are you still watching what you eat? It's so hard being over the road now. Well, you mean local, you know, it's not so bad, but there's intentional eating. The guy was talking about intentional, meaning if you know you're going to be out for a week, are you packing a week's worth of protein and food that'll fill you up that's not processed? Like me, I intentionally eat every day. I know I'm going to be gone for 9 to 10, 11 hours a day. I can eat what's out there, which is available to me, like fast food, places I can get into easily with a truck, convenience stores, or I can intentionally bring good, nutritious food with me, which is what I do. We all, you know, every day I gotta have my my Diet Pepsi. That's my one bad food, and I need a little bit of chocolate. But what's the chocolate? I ate an RX bar. It's got like 4 egg whites in it, a little bit of chocolate, some nuts, proteins, a lot of protein stuff. It's a healthy chocolate bar, healthy protein bar, all natural stuff. And you want to eat natural foods, you know. Fruits, boring. Vegetables, boring. But it'll keep you in the game a little longer. You know, you want to be there for your loved ones. You want to see your kids grow up. The average truck driver dies 61 years old. What's that? I mean, I'm 55, so well, I got 6 years left if I'm lucky. I'd like to extend that a little longer. So, eating healthy. I know this is the most boringest topic anybody can talk about, but I got to come up with content too. Right, AJ? So, exercise. I hate exercise. I hate it. I don't like sweating. I don't mind sweating if it's work related. I don't like sweating intentionally, but you got to do it. I've been going ever since that last sponsor, like 2 years ago. I can't remember the name now. He got into my head a little bit, and I exercise now twice a week. No matter what, twice a week, sometimes 3. It's also easier for me because I'm a local driver now, but you road guys, you got to take the time. You got your 30-minute break. There should be a 30-minute walk, not a 30-minute nap. But hey, you're tired, I get it. But don't use it if you find you're on your phone for 30 minutes, you know, scrolling social media. That's not good use of your time or your health. So get out there, go for a walk, get moving. You got to move that body. The trucking job is such a sedimentary lifestyle and job, and it takes a toll on you. And I just look at my dad, and you know, if you're new to my channel, my dad was like a bodybuilder in the 60s and 70s, and a local LTL, a teamster, in tremendous shape. They used to call him strong like a bull. Started driving over the road in 1980, and his weight just decreased until he could barely walk, and now he can't walk, and that's sad, you know. And I look back at that and go, I have his genetics. I don't want to end up like that. I'm going to do what I can do to fight that. And just think about that. You know, it's important. It's an important message. You know, trucker health. You know, let's raise that average lifespan from 61 to 80 would be nice, right? I mean, I don't know if I want to live much after 80 anyways. I mean, doesn't seem like much fun, but some guys forget it. Just talking out of my butt. And one more thing, you need to stay hydrated. You got your caffeine sources, yep. Get your energy drinks, not so good for you. I do like my 5-hour energy. It's all on my head though, I know, and it's not every day, but it's how I start my morning some mornings. But to stay hydrated, I try to drink 3 bottles of Poland Spring water every day. Poland Springs from Maine, all natural, probably from somebody's sink. Stay hydrated, it's very important. I notice when I stop drinking water, which is usually on the weekend when I'm not working, I get a headache. I just don't feel right, and I feel like the water, it's kind of like the oil. Here's an analogy. It's like the oil in your truck. It keeps the parts moving and lubricated. Keeps my joints moving. And when I'm not drinking water, and I wasn't always a water drinker, and I don't even consider myself one now, but I feel like I can move better. And over the weekend, I don't drink so much water. My body kind of craves it by come Monday morning when I get in the truck. So don't forget to stay hydrated, especially when it's hot out. You know, you can fall apart real quick if you're water deprived. Well, I just did my spot on the Dave Nemo show with Jimmy Mack. I don't know why I get high anxiety for stuff like that, but I pulled it out. Talked a lot of BS. Now it's good, you know, they throw a question at you, and I don't feel like I'm good at rapid thinking, but I did okay. I changed the subject pretty much. No, it's fun. It's fun doing stuff like that. I think that's the 3rd time since March I've been on Nemo. I mean, it's Dave Nemo. I mean, 50 years. WWL back in the day, you know. Cool. Yeah, that was fun. Nerve-wracking, like I said, but I mean, I've been listening to guys like Dave Nemo since I was a kid, riding with my dad back in the day. I mean, who are some of the great trucking radio overnight hosts besides Dave Nemo? Let's say the Bozo, Dale Summers, right? Bill Mack, Charlie Douglas. that's off the top of my head, and there are a lot of others, you know, a lot more. But you know, Dave started in I think the early 80s, 83, 84, WWL 870, right? Is it 870 with Charlie Douglas on the radio? And I've been listening to him most of my career. Not steady every day, but a lot. Definitely on the AM dial back in the day when I could pick him up, and then on satellite radio, and you know, he was with Sirius XM radio for 20 years, and now they're streaming on YouTube and Facebook and all the other platforms. And hey, if you're a follower of mine, hopefully you're following the Dave Nemo channel. They're definitely friend of mine, and I consider them friends now. So I mean, I've been on the show 3 times, but you know, since March, which is pretty cool. And they reach out to me, which is really awesome. So yeah, you just support them on all social media. They are on YouTube, the Nemo Nation, and I think they're the Road Gang on another forum. Just find them on social, hit subscribe. That's all. Scott, there's one of your favorite trucks right there, buddy. Check it out. I just received a shirt in the mail, except I mutilated the packaging. It's from Bobby and Cole Merling. They used to be from New Hampshire. They live down in North Carolina. Robert's a great guy. I only met him a few years ago. Thanks for the shirt. On the sleeve it says, "In memory of Pam." I was his wife. She died, I think she had cancer, and left Bobby to raise his daughter and his special needs son Cole. He's got autism, and he balances fatherhood, trucking, and being a good guy. And you know, he's a good dude, man. Good guy. And keeps his truck clean when he can. He's got a nice Freightliner. Bobby, I appreciate the shirt. It means a lot. You got a lot to do to worry about sending me a shirt. Thank you so much. It's really nice of you. Start round 3. Beautiful day today. It's Tuesday. High of 75, sunny, low humidity. Can't beat it. But just like being in New England and anywhere else, it ain't gonna last. But sunshine is. No rain this week in the forecast, but it's gonna get into the 90s, hot and humid. But hey, I'll take it. Beats rain and snow, that's for sure. Alright, we're gonna dump right here. We're gonna put 4 loads here today. It's kind of level, but not really. Kind of rocky. It's kind of just getting my mud flap there.
Yourself?
Yeah, we're doing good. Traffic's rolling late today as usual. I mean, not as usual. Just as usual this week.
I know, huh? People are on vacation.
I guess. I ain't complaining.
Oh, neither am I.
Alright, well, we'll see you.
Catch you later.
bit of wiggling there. It's not the best place to dump. It's pretty rocky, it's a little uneven, but it's dry and not soft. Just gotta go easy and load came out pretty fast. If it came out any slower, I might have reset my spot there, but got it dumped out here. I gotta dump 2 more loads here today for a Tony project. The next one I'll dump in front of here. That was the better place to dump over there. I'll probably just do 1, 2, maybe 1, 2. Might be a little better here. It's kind of down into a valley a little bit. But you know, I got out and looked first, make sure I could do it. If you're not sure, get out and move your truck. Don't take that chance. Nobody likes that pucker up feeling when that body goes in the air. I mean, I just had it there just a little bit, but I was pretty confident wasn't going to be any issues. All right, let's go get a load of processed gravel from the gravel pit and bring it back to the materials yard. Going down to the end, so I've been going down to the end and making a U-turn, like a 4-point U-turn. Otherwise I gotta back down all the way from the other side of the shed over here, which is a long way. I don't know what's better. I mean, better for the truck would be backing down, better for me, I don't know. Hello ladies. All waiting for their chance to get back out there next winter. Hopefully you'll get a chance. I want to give a shout out to 2 special friends of mine. Number 1, Ryan DeFazio. I met Ryan at the Peru Beach Truck Show. Was it 2 years ago? Through Glenn Kriz. And he's a big fan of mine, and I see him at truck shows once in a while. I want to say, what's up, Ryan? Thanks for your support, buddy. And another new friend of mine, Cooper. What's up, Cooper? I met Cooper at Gear Jammer last week. If you saw my truck show video last week, which I hope you did, you get to meet Cooper. Great kid, a lot of energy, huge fan of mine. Really enjoyed meeting Cooper. Cooper says, he goes, hey, we best friends? I go, well, you know, we just met today, so, you know, let's see how it goes. A great kid, and it just keeps me going. You guys keep me going. And, yo, what's up? I've been putting new piping in on Taylor Street here in Littleton. CJP and Sons. So the road's been closed to through traffic for probably the last month. Unfortunately, I got to go up and down it 4 times today, and it's inconvenient for me, it's inconvenient for them. I tried going around on the last round. It's a real pain in the butt, so just gonna have some patience and get through here. They're gonna load up their truck, and then he'll slide out of my way, and we'll go on through to the gravel pit, get loaded, and head back to the materials yard. They do run some pretty cool old equipment. Some old Peterbilts. You got an old auto car, so gotta have patience though. Can't be out here honking and yelling. The driver's got pride in his ride. Bumper and the visor. Nothing wrong with that. And so right now we're kind of behind 30. Make a left here at the Mogul. Over the railroad tracks, make a left at the next street, and then we're at 30 basically. This is Route 2A. We're in 2A West, Littleton. Railroad tracks you gotta be careful with a low bed. I go over them empty with it raised high, and I won't go over it loaded.
junkyard. And then we got this detour, but we're gonna go around the detour sign.
I'm gonna pull into 30, and I think I'm gonna back down this time. That U-turn I've been making twice, it's kind of severe. So we'll go in the second driveway, whip a U-ey, and back her on down, nice and easy. No kicking up any dust. That's the plan anyways. Always got your four-ways on when you're in reverse. That's my rule. Back it on down through here. Looks like we got a plow for sale. Are you looking for a plow? All right, how do I get these great camera angles? I take this camera mount here, and then I put my camera right on there, and then I angle it back like that. I look in the lens, and I see if I can see my whole trailer, the whole truck, and then I hope to get a video out of it. We'll see. All right, let's count them. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put one more load here today. Probably right in front of that one. I'm gonna go get loaded with another load of processed gravel, and then I'm gonna eat. So you gotta watch out for this stuff when you're backing along the road. These little landmines. I saw it though. I saw it when I was backing down. Don't worry. Thursday already. It's been an unremarkable week. Dry, sunny, hot, no complaints. Traffic's been light for the most part. Loading up some sand. First round this morning. me bring gravel. I knew it. That's a mistake. Oh, let's look at this. Look at this. Cars here. Who the heck parked there? Really? A little snug. Not that bad though. I'm not whining. It's not no whining on this channel. No wads. Watch the fence, watch the cars, watch the pedestrians, watch the curb, watch my hood, my bumper. And these people now have a red light. See me trying. This guy let me out actually. Wow. Nice. Be nice of him. Fight my way out. Now I gotta fight my way back in. This woman's on her phone. Oh, there's a truck there. I should pull up. Where did he go? Did he go make another delivery? Really? Unbelievable. He's the man. We are busy. It's going to be a busy Friday. Model Mark is going to load me up and I'm going to back it down in the hole and I'm going to go home. Alright, it's Friday morning. It's about 6:30 a.m. It's going to be a hot one. Thunderstorms are coming across between 2 and 6. Right across Route 2 today. Boy, would I like to be parked before that happens and not have to wash. I really don't want to wash. It's supposed to be about 98 degrees today. If it happens, it happens. All that matters is I'll go out clean Monday morning. I haven't washed in a week since last Friday before the show. Just keep wiping it down with my California duster. We can't keep sand in the bin. It's going. Yesterday, every load back was a load of sand. Awesome. Now looking forward to the weekend. We're heading up to Gloucester, not Gloucester. Heading up to Gloucester to go to the beach. I usually go to Nantasket Beach in Hull. That's my beach since I went to as a child. And if we don't go there, we go to Gloucester. I personally like Long Beach in Gloucester. I like Good Harbor, but the seagulls there they're like the mafia. They took a sandwich right out of my wife's hand once. But we're gonna go to Wingershake Beach. Wingershake. Except it's $40 to park for the day. You gotta reserve a spot online. But it's a nice beach. Don't have to worry about parking. I'll have a reserved spot. So that's good. I'll bring the baby powder to get the sand off my feet. I told you that trick before, right? When you go to the beach, always bring baby powder with you. When you get the sand on your feet, shake it like you shake putting salt on fries on your toes. Salt just falls right, sand just falls right off your feet. You're welcome. You remember that trick. Keep the dust down.
How come you didn't wash that while it was gone?
It got washed 2 days ago.
Huh?
It got washed 2 days ago.
Get out!
It's the engine fan. You guys gotta learn how to use it. You're still new. You know, you hate to use a word like legend. Okay, that's an overused word in this industry, but around here, Shorty's a trucking legend. He's the heavy haul legend, the real deal. Done it all the big machines, the big dig. He did it all back in the day, and he's still trucking. He had a warning light come on the dash. He thought it was low oil, but we checked the oil, and the oil is fine. When I used to drive that truck, if the antifreeze was even a hair below the top, I get a warning. Put a little bit in there, and it'd be fine. So I'm guessing it's that. Hopefully it's just that. So we're dumping load number 2. It's getting steamy out already. It's already 87 degrees. We got another 10 to go. Tommy said, "Oh, I can't believe you didn't wash it while I was..." Oh, it's gone. The kid driving it washed it Monday, but they haven't figured out the engine fan. And I'm gonna tell the secret right now, and I've already talked about it in my videos. That truck runs warm. When I get about 2 to 3 miles from the gravel pit, I put that. When I get 2 to 3 miles from the gravel pit, I put my engine fan on, and I cool it down to about 180. And then I get to the pit, I shut my AC off, and I come in here nice and easy. I don't get on the throttle and hammer the throttle to raise the body, and go nice and easy. And usually would get out of here before the engine fan would kick in. But everybody else who's driving it as a spare right now, the dust just envelops the truck when they come in the yard. So that's my little secret tip. I don't think they watch my videos though, so it's okay. But we're still clean. And that's all I really care about. Truck I'm driving. But I think people see that dirty truck going the other way, and sometimes they think it's me. Now let me show you something cool. Alright, you guys have seen this picture a million times. Me and my old Bud Meyer Peterbilt that I used to drive. It's a 1997, a Walcott, by the way. I inherited a hat today. Check that out. It looks almost like my old Bud Meyer Peterbilt. How cool is that? Brand new hat from the 90s. Not even worn. Pretty cool. I want to thank B-model Mack guy Mark Arrigo for giving me the hat and a couple shirts that he got from Brian Gunter, who was a trucker and a farmer, and Brian drove here way before I drove here. He drove the old T800 when it was brand new, and he gave them to Mark, and Mark gave them to me, and Brian's good with that. Thanks, guys. He gave me the hat. He gave me a couple old truck stop t-shirts, just like the ones I wore all through high school and when I was a teenager. I wish I kept them. Now I got a few more, like the one I wore at Gear Jam the other day. It's a Gear Jamming that came out of North Carolina, out of Georgia, out of Commerce, Georgia, the old North 85 truck stop. So love it. I'm gonna wear this hat proudly, even though it's purple. Let's also talk about truck shows. There's a few coming up. I've got a month between shows, so we just did Gear Jammer last week. The next show I'm planning on going to with a truck will be the Bay State Truck Show, the ATCA Truck Show, our local antique ATHS Truck Show Club at the Bolton Fairgrounds, August 22nd and 23rd, I think. Google that. People are always like, hey, how do you find out about these shows? Right here. This is where you find out about them. So we got the Bolton show. Find me there at the fairgrounds. It's a Saturday and Sunday truck show. I plan on being there Sunday. That's a show I usually only make one day on Sunday because I'm usually working. That's by that time of the year I'm usually working Saturdays. Also, the same weekend, you get the Charlie Tackerberry Truck Show. It's not really called the Tackerberry Truck Show, but it's in Athens, Ontario, Canada. I was there last year, if you remember. If you're new here, please go back and watch those videos. An amazing truck show, one of the best. Hope to get back there again, maybe next year. It could be this year. I just haven't planned that far ahead. But I don't think it'll be this year. But maybe that's one where I go every other year. Charlie Tackerberry, great guy, good friend. The best trucks you'll see in North America right there at the Tackerberry Truck Show. Please go check it out. Another truck show coming up the week before the Bolton show is the Granite State Truck Show. Granite State. Their local club has a great truck show run by Kenneth Osborne Jr. I went 2 years ago. It's in Deering. Well, 2 years ago it was in Deering, New Hampshire at the airport. I'm not sure where it is this year, but look, you can look that up. You can find it on Google. You're pretty handy. Another truck show coming up the first weekend in September. I might be going. I might know by the end of the day today, and if I am, I'll let you know next week. Definitely want to promote it. Is the Big Iron Classic in Casson, Minnesota. I checked a couple weeks ago. There were flights leaving out Thursday night, 6 o'clock. They were like $300, which is really, reasonable. I could fly to Minnesota, and the truck show's Friday, Saturday. Casson, the Big Iron Classic, the best truck show I've been to. I think, right? I mean, it's right in the top 3, right there with the Tackerberry show and Matt's and Super 8. I mean, I only go to good shows. So. But Big Iron Classic, I might be in Minnesota for that weekend. I'll have to take Friday off to do it, but I think I got some time coming to me, and I'll let you know. So there's 4 truck shows right there, right off the bat. So support your local truck shows. Without you, and without people bringing trucks, and without spectators, they don't happen, because there were many years where there weren't really any truck shows, especially around here. We had a truck show at Commonwealth Pier, and then it moved over to the Bayside Exposition Center, and I showed my Bud Meyer Peterbilt there in '96, and a few years later the truck shows just kind of fizzled out. It just wasn't what it was anymore, and I think by 2000 it was gone, right around there. And we didn't really have any truck shows here till a Mass Diesel truck show in 2011, and then that kind of kicked it off. So Graham Rogers had started that show. Graham and Rennie Jason and Jeff. Man, I'm having a brain for it. Oh, my guy from Merling Transportation. Man, what else is going on in my head? Anyways, Graham Rogers, Rennie Jason, and Josh Spiegel. Man, having a blonde moment there. I give those guys credit, especially Graham, for kicking off the whole truck show phenomena back up here in Massachusetts, because that really spawned a lot of truck shows like Gear Jammer and others that might not be happening anymore. So that's great, and so support your local truck show. That's what I'm trying to say. They're a good time, good people. Most of them are free to the public, or maybe they're $5 to spectators. They charge you a little money to bring your truck. Some of them do. That usually goes to the club to put on the shows, because these shows do cost a lot of money to put on, or to a charity. So either way, it's a win for a lot of people. So come to the truck show, support, say hello to the drivers. Most of us are pretty friendly and welcoming and happy to meet you and show you our trucks. So, yeah. And new guy's back in his T800. Had to go to Kenworth this week. He had some chattering in his steering box. I know you guys remember when this truck was brand new. If you're new to the channel, when this truck was brand new a year ago, it didn't really turn very well. And I just thought, oh, it's a new truck, it's a little longer than my old truck. Wah, wah, wah. But I'm glad I said something because the steering box right out of the factory was junk. And we took this truck to Kenworth, Northeast, in Brockton, and they had to order me a new steering box. And it took about a week to come from Seattle, and then it took them a few more days to put. I think the truck was down about 2 weeks when it was brand new. Well, the new truck had a chattering, and they replaced the steering column, steering shaft, and a couple other little pieces there, and pretty quick turnaround on that truck. I think maybe it was down 4 days, 3 or 4 days. And the Western Star is in right now getting warranty work. Transmission, it's automatic transmission. Allison, it's banging, it's kind of banging a little bit when they shift, when they go to shift from like shift into neutral or drive. I don't know, I haven't driven it, but that's down. So it's been a trying week for us. We've been busy, but not crazy busy where we had to get rentals, but busy enough, you know, that my old truck, which is the spare, is working every day. And I remember Anthony said, and Michael said, they said, hey, you know, if we find that the spare is working every day this year, we're probably gonna have to get another truck, get a brand new one and get another brand new one. So I think next year we might have to go order a new truck. I'm wondering what they would get. Personally, I think they should buy Teddy a new Mack. I think that's the next move. He likes his Mack. Except it would be a nightmare for Anthony. Oh, never mind. Hopefully Anthony won't see this, but I know Teddy won't. No, it would just be a nightmare for Anthony because Teddy will just nudge him to death. You know, you kind of got to play it cool. You know, you kind of just gotta. We're not gonna include this video in here. Yeah, I think Teddy should get a new Mack because that guy's 71. He never retiring. That's for sure. I mean, I wish he would, but he won't. So. Oh man, never mind. I was just sitting here thinking about what it would entail to get Teddy a new truck at this point. He's a practical trucker, which means he practically doesn't need anything extra on his truck. He just needs a steering wheel, an engine, a transmission, and tires. That's all Teddy really requires. He'll tell Anthony, I don't need 2 stacks. I don't need full fenders. I don't need extra chrome. I don't need a big bumper. I don't want a big visor. I want a tow hook on the front of the truck. The practical things. That's what Teddy wants. Teddy doesn't own the truck though. And neither do I. Thanks for the reminder, what you're about to do. But, oh, it'd be a nightmare for Anthony. Hey Teddy, we're getting you a new truck. You know what I would do if I was Anthony? And you wanted to get Teddy a new truck, which, yeah, I mean, he deserves it. And he doesn't want a Kenworth, that's for sure. You know, I think the only acceptable, you know, for a guy who says, Teddy said, they're all kind of the same. You know, they're either got a Packard or a Cummins. I think he only wants a Mack at this point. I would just order it and not tell him. That's the way to, don't tell me, don't tell anybody. When it comes time to get a new truck and you're gonna buy one, let's say you're gonna buy one for Teddy. Yeah, I wouldn't even mention it to him. I would have it all completely done before he gets it, and he'll be happy when he gets it. Maybe. It's 3 o'clock. I'm almost back to the yard. Didn't hit the rain, but the storm was right behind me. Take a look. I'm going to turn my truck around just so you can look. A little dark over there behind me. There's a good neighbor right here. He's going to give me the wave. Starting to regen. Guess I can't shut it off when I'm fueling. I've never been in that situation before. Hey, gravel. Oh, because you got to cover it?
I think so, yeah.
They want to get the gravel in the bin as soon as possible because they're gonna have to cover it before the rain happens. Let's get this thing dumped and parked. Here it comes. I gotta get out and open the door. Thanks for the hat. Jameson, thanks for the hat at the truck show. Came in handy. Whew. I almost timed that perfectly. I almost had this thing parked before the rain. I was gonna wipe my truck down at the end of the day. I think I'm getting a free rinse here. No spray was done in the making of this video. No spray on the truck. That's thunder. I want to thank Jameson R's Farm and Freight for this hat. It just came in handy. Thanks for watching this channel. Oh, damn it. You should have seen that lightning just now. I probably shouldn't be standing out here. But it'd be great if I caught it on video. It just went crackled right there. All right, I'm getting my stuff and getting out of here.